we're live. We're going to be making a pink and purple salad together. And I wanted to come live. We have to make lunch anyways, so we're gonna be doing that. And if you want to grab the bundle to get plenty of raw recipes and enjoy more vegan content, you can click the link in the chat or click the link in my bio. If the link doesn't work, just send me a DM and I'll happily send you the link. But we're gonna be making a pink salad today. So while we were in LA, and I won't be able to answer your questions, they're a little bit too far away, so I'm just going to share here. But while we were in LA, we got pink radicchio. Now, I like to say that this is me as a vegetable. They're radicchio, they're so good for the gut microbiome. They're pink, and yes, they are naturally pink like this. So we're gonna be making a salad with pink radicchio. We're gonna be using the Castelfranco radicchio as well. And we've got some other cool pink and purple things. We've got the purple carrot that we will peel into the salad, and we've got some purple cauliflower as well, so that's gonna be fun. We have watermelon radish and a pink radish, so we'll chop those up and put those in too. We've got some purple cabbage and purple onion, and we have some pink microgreens. So this is a little bit mix of chard or beet and amaranth. So we're gonna be adding those to the salad as well. And then for the dressing, we're gonna be doing kind of like a creamy strawberry chili dressing to drizzle over top of our salad. So that's going to be delicious, super fun. I'm really excited to start. So again, I can't answer any questions. I'll be going live after this, after we eat our salad. So if you have questions, hop in onto that live and I can answer them. But yeah, let's start by, I don't even know what to start with. Sometimes I start with the dressing, sometimes I start with the salad. Let's start with the salad. We'll start by chopping our Castelfranco lettuce. And we'll just chop this. I love the beautiful purple color that you find inside. And to try not to waste any, I like to chop as much of it as I can. And now for some people, radicchio can be really bitter. So if you can't find pink radicchio, you can definitely use other items. This is just for the novelty of it because it's pink. So I was like, why not? Why not do it pink? So this is going to be the base of our salad. And you could also do maybe romaine lettuce if you want something a little less bitter. You could do that, but we're gonna be doing Castelfranco because we have a lot of it. We went to LA over the weekend, as most of you may have seen, and we bought a lot of produce, including a case of the Castelfranco radicchio and a case of the purple radicchio. So we did buy a lot of radicchio. I'm gonna use this entire head of radicchio for our salad. Here we go. Delicious. And really, it doesn't take that long to chop. And if you wanted to, this is a good prep tip. If you want to, you can always chop double the amount, because if you're already chopping, you might as well chop double. And you can put half of all of the chopped ingredients into a container and then save it for the next day. That way you have 2 salads out of one prep session. So it's a lot nicer if you have not enough time and you want to prep for the next day. You can definitely do that. There's nothing wrong with preparing the veggies in advance. So we have here our Castelfranco, beautiful, delicious. And now I think I'm going to add the purple cauliflower. So that's going to be next. We have all of this purple cauliflower, beautiful, delicious. Here we go. Now I'm going to chop these into finer pieces so they're nice to eat. And if you have issues with broccoli or cauliflower, like if they irritate your gut or whatever, it's not the broccoli or the cauliflower that's irritating the gut. It's just simply that your gut microbiome might not be ready yet to digest the extra amount of the cruciferous vegetables. So in that case, I would recommend starting slow with like just this much. That's all you need. You don't need a huge amount right off the start. Start with like a quarter cup or even a tablespoon or even just 2 little florets. You can just do 2 florets a day, every day, consistently, and then move up to 3, and then move up to 4. And then eventually your microbiome will grow with that consistency, just like building strength with muscles. You need to go slow in order to grow that muscle strength. So Nate and I, we've been doing a lot of cauliflower, so we digest it just fine, so we can do a lot of it. Now this salad that I'm making, Nate and I are going to split. So this is going to be a fairly big one, but yeah, we're definitely going to need to split this one because it's going to be a nice big salad. And then I just chop these up nice and fine. You can chop them in whatever size you personally like. You don't have to do it my way, but here we go. So some people might think that the different colored vegetables are man-made, or like the purple carrots or even the pink radicchio. Some people might say, is that really naturally pink? But there's a lot of heirloom varieties of things that we don't realize are actually edible varieties of different plants. And some people will say, like, what about hybrids or GMO? And hybrids really is basically just humans getting in there and kind of cross breeding different plants that are compatible. And it happens in nature all the time. Plants that are compatible do crossbreed and they create different varieties. So that's how the different varieties can come to be. So different areas have different colors, different properties, and it's really good to include more variety. And yes, these are all naturally colored. They aren't fake colored. And even on that note, like, I personally don't mind having the hybrid stuff. That's not a concern for me. I'm just more about the variety and making sure that I eat all raw, enjoying all the goodies. So here we go, just chopping up this cauliflower here. There we go. Look at all this cauliflower that we're chopping up. We're almost there, then we'll move on to something else. But sometimes it can take time, and if something takes time, if it's worthwhile, it's worth your time, and it's worth the time it takes to do the chopping. Take your time with your emotions. And yeah, on the subject of hybrid and GMO are definitely different. They are not the same thing. GMO is genetically modified, but hybrid is just crossbreeding. So they are very, very different. And let's just get the rest of this cauliflower chopped up. Here we go. We've got a lot of cauliflower going into here. Another thing that's really beneficial about cauliflower is that it's pretty high in protein and choline. Choline is one of those ones that some raw vegans have a hard time getting, and then eventually they start craving eggs, for example, because eggs are very high in choline. But so is cauliflower. So adding cauliflower more often can help your body to get that choline. So here we go. We've got some purple cauliflower that we're going to add to our salad. I also chopped up some purple cabbage, and we're going to add that as well to our salad. There we go. And we have a lot to add to the salad. Like I said, this salad is going to be for Nate and I because it's going to be pretty big. I might need to add it to the big giant silver bowl to be able to mix it all because it's going to be quite giant, but we will do a nice presentation for you guys with this one. All right, so next up, let's do the pink radicchio. So I'm gonna do 2 little heads. I'm gonna save one of them. Let's save this one for another time, just because the salad's getting pretty big and I don't want to put too much in it. But here is the pink radicchio. I was so happy to see this. I've never seen it ever in my life before, so when I did see it, I was like, I need to buy that case. It was a case of 8 heads for 35 bucks, and I know that might be a little expensive, but for novelty, once in a blue moon, I went with it because, I mean, come on, it's pink, right? So I've never tried this type of radicchio before, so it's going to be fun to try. I mean, I'm sure it tastes just like regular bitter radicchio. So we'll just chop this up, and then we'll do the carrot. We got some other stuff too. We've got the red onion and the sunchokes. Sunchokes are so good for the digestion, for growing the microbiome, as is radicchio. Chicory, endive, all of those bitter greens are so beneficial for our microbiomes. So it's a really good idea to include more of them. And like I said, if you are a little sensitive to them in the beginning, just start small. Start with half a head of radicchio, or even a quarter of a head. It'll last you longer, but you'll start by just adding smaller amounts to your salads so you don't overwhelm your microbiome right off the bat. So here we go, especially if you come from a diet that's really low in fiber. So we're just gonna put this in the salad bowl too. It's getting pretty big, guys. Look at this, oh my gosh. Look at this. Let's give it a little bit of a mix so we can see more of the other goodies. Got that purple. You know what? Let's just stick with the 1 head of pink radicchio, just because we've got some other stuff and the bowl's getting pretty full. So I'll probably chop this up after and add it, but we'll stick with that because this bowl's getting pretty full and we still have some stuff to add to it as well. So there we go. Let's do the carrot next. So I like to use a peeler to peel the carrot and just go along peeling the carrot. This is an heirloom carrot that we got in LA at one of the farmers markets, and it's beautiful. All of these anthocyanins, the antioxidants in the purple colored foods, are so beneficial for us. It's good to eat the rainbow, and it's good to explore new colors, go to different places and try new foods, see what else there is out there, not just the romaine tomato cucumber thing. There's so many things to eat. Fresh herbs are amazing to add to our salads as well. And just getting a good wide variety of fresh raw plant foods into your diet is the best. And if you guys need some ideas, we have the bundle going on right now. The link is in the chat as well as in my bio. If the link does not work, you can go to my bio or you can send me a direct message. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you, to talk about your needs, your struggles. I'm here to help in any way that I can. So send me a DM if the link doesn't work. If you want the link, I can send that to you. And also, I've had a lot of people ask me what is in the bundle. So go click the link so you can go see for yourself everything that's in the bundle, because there's over 120 things. So it would take me like an hour to list off everything and talk about each individual item. So go to the website yourself and go check out all the goodies. Nate and I have contributed 7 things to this bundle worth almost $300 worth of just our stuff. Just our stuff alone is worth almost 300 bucks. So if you wanted to grab some of our stuff, now is the best time to do so, because you can get all of those ebooks and courses for a great price. You're getting it for $49. So for our ebooks that are in this bundle, we've got my brand new Raw Vegan Transition Guide, and you can enjoy that. It's brand new, fully revised. It's 300 pages and there's 47 recipes in there to help you transition over to a raw vegan diet and add more raw food to your diet, or just even adding new habits because I talk about a lot more things that don't have to do with just food in this ebook. It's more like a whole transformation. So definitely check that out. That's in the bundle. There's also Nate's microgreens course where you can learn how to grow your own microgreens, like little pink ones like this. There's beet or chard and amaranth, so you can grow your own. Learn how in Nate's microgreens course, which is part of the bundle. There's also my Checkmate Your Cravings video course, which is in the bundle. We've got Meal Plan Volume 2, where you can make the ramen and the ginger beef and the taco salad and the mac and cheese. There's tons of awesome recipes in that ebook. There's How to Build Variety Salads and Epic Dressings. That's an informational ebook on how to build salads like this, like kind of choose your own adventure style and how to make a good dressing. So that's in the bundle too. Food Journaling for Success. And I have the Make It Raw ebook that I wrote with Chef AJ, where we took her cooked vegan recipes and we made them raw. That's why it's called Make It Raw. So we worked on it together and we made some raw versions of her recipes. So that's a really fun one as well. That's part of the bundle. And all of our 7 ebooks, again, total almost $300, but you're getting them along with like 120 some or whatever other things for $49, but it ends on Sunday. You won't be able to get them for this price on Sunday, and this bundle only happens once a year, so it won't be back until next year, and it'll be totally different next year. So if you like this bundle, and if you want to get that transition guide, this is your chance to go grab it. Link in the chat, link in my bio, or send me a DM, and I'll happily send you the link. So I'm gonna finish up with this carrot. I'm going to add to our dinner salad, so I'm going to set that aside just so that we don't have as much food waste. But for presentation purposes, I'm gonna stop here, and then I'm gonna chop these into smaller pieces because I'm not a huge fan of the really long ones. So we're just gonna chop that up a little bit, and then we will add those to our salad. Let's do like a center thing here. Put them all in the middle. There we go, our purple carrots. Grated carrots are so awesome and delicious, as many of you may know. There we go. So next up, let's do the sunchokes, because actually I might actually want to put the sunchokes underneath the carrots. So I'm just gonna push those to the side for a sec. And we're gonna do the sunchokes. So sunchokes have been a brand new addition to our diet over the last year or so, because we did some microbiome testing, as many of you know, and one of my top microbiome foods is sunchokes, otherwise known as Jerusalem artichoke. They're in season right now, so many places do have them, like Whole Foods and Sprouts. Farmers markets have them. We bought ours at the wholesale market, and we got a whole case, like I think it's 10 pounds? I think it was 10 pounds for $20. It was a steal of a deal. So we buy lots, and we do like to freeze them, but we do grate them fresh into almost every single salad that we make. And we also, sometimes I'll put just one of these into a dressing. Now, because they are super high in inulin, a lot of people might get gas or bloating if their microbiome is weaker. So I recommend starting with a small amount, like for example, that much. Start slow whenever you're adding new things into your diet, because it's not that the sunchokes are causing the gas and bloating, it's the weak microbiome that's not able to digest the huge amounts that you're eating right off the bat. So more consistent consumption of smaller amounts, and then work your way up. Like once you're used to this and it's not causing any gas or anything, and you're growing your microbiome, then increase a little bit more, have a little bit more grated in your salad. And then once you do that, maybe you can have 2. Try 2 and see how you feel. I like to stop at around 2 or 3 because there's so many other things to eat too. I don't want to eat like 3 or 4 cups of just sunchokes. I want to have a good variety of other things. So we normally do about 3. So split in half, it's like 1.5 each. And we like to grate. So we have our grater here, and we're going to just grate our sunchokes. They're a little messy, but it is what it is. We also like to chop them up into cubes and marinate them in a little bit of lemon juice, some garlic, some fresh herbs. And if we marinate them like that in the freezer, then whenever we make like a raw soup or a chili or a curry or something like that, we'll take like a cup out of the freezer and thaw it in the dehydrator with the other frozen vegetables that we like to add to our soups, like celery or carrot chunks or even onion or whatever we have, frozen peas that we freeze from fresh. Anything like that, we like to put it on a dehydrator tray and dehydrate it for about an hour before we add it as the chunky ingredients in our soup. So sunchokes are one of those additions that we like to add. So chopping them up into cubes and freezing them in the marinade, whew, they're so good when you thaw them and then add them to a raw soup. So we've got one more here that I'll grate. All right, and the reason I'm putting the sunchokes in the salad is because we eat sunchokes every day. Even though they're not pink or are not a pink food, we still eat them every day. So I don't want to not have them in our salad. That's why I'm gonna put them underneath the carrots. So we're just gonna stuff these in here and then put the carrots over top. There we go. So we've got sunchokes in there. And now we've got a couple other things to put in here. We've got our radishes. So these are the pink radishes that we got from the market, watermelon radish, and I'm not sure what this one is. It could be a purple daikon, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to thinly sliver these. They're so beautiful. They're darker than my cutting board, which is pink as well. They're so beautiful. And they look amazing in the salads. So I'm just gonna chop these. You could add grated beets as well to this salad if you wanted to, or anything else purple that you can find. You could add purple grapes to the salad, would be really delicious. You could add, what else is purple? What else is purple, guys? What else is purple? Comment in the chat if you can think of some other purple things that you would like to add. Purple grapes, purple berries, like blackberries, you could add to the salad. There is purple daikon radish, and I think we have one in the fridge, but I couldn't find it. So we're just stuck with the pink ones. So I'm going to actually chop these into like three-way here. There we go. Can you see all the goodies? Oh, they're so, so pretty. I just love eating pink food. It's so much fun. And these are gorgeous. So I'm just gonna kind of put those around. They look like little watermelons. You could totally put little black sesame seeds on them. We should probably totally do that. Little black sesames to make them look like little watermelons. Way fun, especially fun for the kids too. If you want to get them to eat more radishes, you could make them look like little watermelons and add like 2 or 3 different ones on a salad for them so that they can get used to eating more things like radishes. Make it fun for them. I'm going to do a couple from this watermelon radish as well. So I'm just going to chop off these edges, because this one's got a little bit more of a purple tinge to it around the edges. So we'll just do a few from here. Oops. These are also a little bit bigger than the other ones. So, oh, these ones are really pretty closer to the root, or closer to the stem here. They've got like a really nice white design. So I'm just gonna go all the way. I'm gonna go all the way and chop it all here. How about one more? There we go. So check this out. These have a really cool white center. Sometimes the watermelon radish actually has a green outside, so they really look like watermelon. That's why they're called watermelon radishes. But these ones are way more pink. So they work perfectly for this salad, this pink and purple salad. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut these into 6 pieces. Just doing one chop and then one kind of on a 30-degree and then another one here like that. So it's like a little pizza pie cut into 6s, and then you just kind of just crumple them onto the salad here. You could put some even on the carrots. There's a lot. And then next up, let's do a few slices from this radish. So this is just a different radish. There's so many different kinds of radishes out there. You could even use regular red radishes. Those would look gorgeous in this salad. They look gorgeous on most salads. I'm only gonna do a few from this one, so I'm gonna save this for dinner. We'll have those ones for dinner. And this one, I'm going to cut into 8. So I'm gonna do a cross and then another cross, but the opposite way. There you go. So it's like an 8-slice pizza. And then we will add, oh, these are really pretty. So we'll add these radishes to our salad here. And there we go. Next up, we cannot forget red onion or purple onion, or it's funny that they call it red onion because to me it's purple, but so I absolutely love purple onion. And I'm going to just peel off the outside here. There we go. And then I will chop a few rings really thin here. There we go. And I'm gonna cut these in half actually, so there's like a moon shape or a half moon shape, like that. And then we'll just kind of sprinkle those on here. Some onions. There we go. This is gonna be a delicious lunch, oh my gosh. All right, whoops. A few more pieces here. There we go. Now you could also, again, this is just for fun. You can add really anything you want to this salad. It does not have to be all purple and pink. You can add tomatoes or cucumbers or anything that you want to this salad. But this is for the novelty of it, like I mentioned. We're also gonna do a few strawberries. So I have some strawberries set aside. I just wanna cut a few of those just for presentation purposes and because they're delicious. Our dressing is also gonna be strawberry based, so you might as well put a few in the salad just to accent the dressing. So put some strawberries in there. Do another one here. Go. Oops. And how about one more? One more. There we go. Strawberries. Perfect. And then we will work on the dressing. All right. First up, I'm going to show you guys what we got here. This beautiful salad, ready for you to enjoy, or for us. I hope you guys get to make it and enjoy it as well. But here we go. This is our salad is ready to go. Now we're gonna work on the dressing. So first up, let's add the lemon juice. So I like to put the liquids in first because that helps it to blend a lot better. So we're gonna be using this lime. So it looks like a lemon, but it's actually a lime. This is a sweet lime. You could use a lemon, obviously. Like, use whatever you have. You don't have to always follow a recipe absolutely perfectly to the T. You can swap things out. Like, we're gonna be using tamari koji in this recipe, but not everybody can get tamari koji. I'll post in the, if you want the link, I send me a DM and I can send you a link to Amazaki Co. Or when this is on YouTube, you can click in the description to go get your own tamari koji. This is what the koji is what they use to make miso, from what I know. And you can also use it as an umami seasoning. But if you don't have koji, use coconut aminos. You could use tamari if you want to. You could just use straight miso. It doesn't really matter. I'm using it because that's what we want to put in this recipe. Gives it a little bit of that tamari, salty miso kind of flavor. So here we go. We're gonna use this sweet lime, and it's really super juicy. So we're getting like a 1/4 cup worth of lime juice out of this. Almost a 1/4 cup. So we're gonna start with that. We're also going to add about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You can skip that if you want, or you can use more lime juice. It's totally up to you. We're also gonna use a passion fruit. So we've got this passion fruit that we got from Alma Backyard Farms in LA. And we're gonna squeeze that in here. Again, if you don't have access to passion fruit, you don't have to use it, or you could use frozen if you have frozen, but you could always just use more lemon if you want. It's good. It just adds a little bit more extra of the sour plus the sweetness and the unique flavor of passion fruit. I'm also going to add a cup of water. So that's going to go in there first. Then I've got some strawberries. So we're going to go 1. I think we have 9 here. So I'm just gonna chop off the ends. You can add the ends if you want. You can totally add the ends if you want extra greens, but it kind of gives it a little bit more of a green tinge. And for photos and for presentation, we want it to be mostly pink. So we're going to chop off the ends, and we're gonna put 9 strawberries into this dressing. Actually, let's put 10. We've got this little guy who didn't end up in the salad, so we're gonna put him in the dressing. There we go. And 1 more. All right, so we got all the strawberries in there. Just trying to make sure I don't forget anything that I have over here. Dates. How about some dates? So we've got 3 dates that we are adding to this dressing. And again, this dressing is for both Nate and I, so it's basically for 2. The cool thing about doing a dressing like this is if you are by yourself or you're making only food for yourself, you can make a double batch of dressing. Or you can make this recipe, and if you blend it under vacuum and you seal it under vacuum, you can have it for the next day or the day after. You can always blend a double batch. I mean, you don't have to vacuum seal it. That just extends the shelf life and it keeps it fresher and tastes better and all that stuff. But if you don't have a vacuum blender, you can still do this. Just blend a double batch of your dressing and save it for the next day. So you really only need to food prep every 2nd day if you do double batches of your dressings for dressing prep. And that's a really great tip if you need that for like your busy schedule. We're also using a 1/4 cup of walnuts. These are red walnuts. Obviously the theme is pink and purples. These are red walnuts that we got from the market in LA as well. And then we have some purple garlic. So I've got 4 cloves here. Now I know you might not like that much garlic. You can always start with 1 clove or a 1/4 clove, or whatever amount that you like. We're gonna do 4 in here because Nate and I like a lot of garlic. And this little gadget here is just a silicone roll, basically. It's like, you can see the garlic in there. And what you do is you put your garlic in there and you just roll it. You roll it, and it basically takes the garlic out of the shells. Super fast, really easy. See, there you go. This one was a little stuck slightly, but there you go. They're all peeled, ready to go. So that's what this is. This is a really cool tool. We love that. Then next up, let's do the ginger. We got some fresh ginger. We're gonna be adding, let's add, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon, but you can add, again, as much as you like. You don't have to add the exact same amounts that I'm doing. Obviously, it'll taste a little different, but honestly, if you're off by like a 1/4 teaspoon in ingredients, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's still gonna taste amazing. And if you swap out ingredients, it's still gonna taste amazing as well. So here we go. We've got not quite a teaspoon. I really like this handheld grater. This is my favorite way to grate ginger and garlic. So you could also just throw the garlic in or the ginger into the dressing. In fact, I might actually just do that. So here is the grated ginger. There's about a teaspoon of it. I'm just gonna add it here. And then I'm going to just peel off a little bit of the skin here on the rest of this ginger. And just put the whole thing in. Why not? You don't have to grate it if you don't want to. All right, so next up, we have a few ingredients left. We've got our tamari koji. So this koji is a tamari flavor. And this is, like I said, this is what they use as a starter. Not this specific one, but the koji itself is what they use to make miso. It's like the starter. So this one here, I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon. Well, maybe a little more. I really, really like this tamari one. It's so good. So we've got that in there. Again, you could use miso paste. You could use coconut aminos, whatever you want to add. You could leave it out if you want to as well. It's totally up to you. And then we got our spices. So we have some ancho chili. Now I'm gonna add maybe like, you have to do this to taste because not everyone likes super spicy. So when you're doing something like this, start with a smaller amount, like 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm gonna do 1/4 of a teaspoon of ancho chili in there. But start slow because you can always add more. It's harder to take it away when you add too much. So start small and then just work up, like blend it in, taste it. If you need more spice, add more and then blend it and then taste it and see where you're at. I've got some allspice. The reason I'm putting allspice in here is because it's great food for my microbiome. It's got a great prebiotic, so I like to add a little bit of allspice, probably about 1/4 teaspoon-ish. And then chili powder. We're gonna end with some chili powder. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is a mild chili powder, so I can add more. If you have a hot one, I would start again slow, like with 1/4 teaspoon, and then taste it and see how you like it. So there we go, that's our dressing. And I'm not going to vacuum blend this today, but vacuum blending is really great, like I said, for preservation and to keep things fresh. I can't show you the blender right here, so I'm just gonna put it on here. We're gonna turn it on. There we go, it's going. Here we go, our dressing. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. Smells so good. So I'm only gonna drizzle a little bit on here just for presentation purposes, but when we finish the live, when Nate and I go to eat this, I'm gonna dump the rest on it and then just mix it up and then we'll eat it that way. But for presentation purposes, we're just going to do, you know what, actually, before we do that, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir because we didn't vacuum blend this round. There's quite a few bubbles. Now, with vacuum blending, regular blending, you're blending a lot of air into your dressing. So sometimes when you do that, you're drinking a lot of air in your food or eating a lot of air. And this can cause gas or bloating because it's not bad. You're just consuming a lot of extra air. Plus the air in it is oxidizing some of the, like the vitamin C and stuff. So it is always best to vacuum blend if you have a vacuum blender, but it's obviously if you can't afford one or change, that's okay. But because we vacuum blend or didn't vacuum blend it, there was quite a few bubbles in there. So I just want to stir a little bit to kind of tone them down. And then we'll just drizzle this on here. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, seriously? Delicious. I hope you guys get a chance to make this dressing because it is so good. So here's our salad, our pink salad, or pink, purple, red, orangey kind of salad. And then to top it off, we've got the amaranth and chard or beet. I can't remember which one it is. We grow both. But we've got these left over from our last tray. I'm just gonna put those at the top here. We didn't have too many. I had to salvage what was left from the tray for this episode. But yeah, the hot pink amaranth, that's such a great addition to salads to give it that pretty, plus all the nutrients that you do get in a salad. I'm just gonna move up a little closer here so I can see. There we go. Look at that salad, you guys. So pretty, pink, purple, orange, red, all of that spectrum of colors for you to increase your antioxidant levels in your body. So here we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this little live here. Thank you for joining. Nate and I are going to eat this salad, and then I'm gonna come live again so I can answer any of your questions if I might have missed them, because I can't read while I'm working on doing the recipes. But it's so good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I'm going to share this on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it over there if you missed it here. Otherwise, it'll still be on my wall. And if you guys want to get more recipes, if you want to get my brand new 300-page raw vegan transition guide that is basically everything I know about transitioning over to a raw diet, that is currently only available in the vegan bundle. It'll be available after in my e-store, but right now the only place you can get it is in the vegan bundle. It's a great way to support us. If you want to support us, you can grab the bundle and get that ebook and enjoy it. There's 47 recipes in there, and it's a great way to support yourself. There is a lot of raw stuff in this bundle. It's not completely raw, but there's a lot of raw stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with food. There's like decluttering your life. There's a workbook in there. There's an audio course on the language of success, like how to speak to yourself. There's a Thrive Challenge. It's an audio course that helps you to thrive and to change your habits. There's a 25-hour yoga teacher training certification. Like, there's so many cool things in here. And there is a lot of fitness stuff, a lot of things that have nothing to do with food, just about improving your life. So go check it out. If you want to know what you're getting in the bundle, there's almost $6,500 worth of content in it. Click the link in the chat or in my bio, or send me a DM and I'll be happy to send you a link if the links don't work. Send me a DM and then go to the website yourself, scroll through, scroll down, keep scrolling, and then read all the different things that you're getting in this bundle. There's over 120 items in there, including 7 things from us worth almost $300 just in our stuff alone. All of it, you get everything on the website for $49. That's all you pay, and you get to enjoy all of that vegan content. Watermelon Lime says, yes, great bundle. Yes, it is a really good, fun bundle. Vegan health and weight loss bundle is going on right now until Sunday, and this bundle only happens once a year. So does the raw one. The raw one's coming. That's coming later. But right now we have this special collection just for you to make some different changes to your life that have not as much to do with food, obviously. There is a lot of raw stuff in this bundle. Like, you're getting 6 of my ebooks, you're getting Nate's Microgreens course. So my stuff is the 300-page raw vegan transition guide that's brand new, fully revised. I wrote it for you guys for this, and there's 47 recipes in there. You're getting my Checkmate Your Cravings video course on how to deal with cravings. You're getting my How to Build Variety Salads and Epic Dressings ebook. It's like a choose your own adventure on how to build epic dressings and salads just like this. You're also getting the Food Journaling for Success and Meal Plan Volume 2 and Make It Raw. It's an ebook that I wrote with Chef AJ where we took her recipes and we made them raw. So there's 22 recipes in there. And that one has a lot of really good sunchoke recipes, like the sunchokes and the asparagus with the hollandaise sauce, that's in there. The sunchoke soup is in there. There's also another sunchoke pea kale soup in my transition guide. So if you guys wanna get that, That's in the bundle as well. There's so much stuff in this bundle. Go check it out. Click that link. Go to the link in my bio. Send me a DM. I'll happily send you that link and go see for yourself all the cool stuff that's in the bundle. You only have 4 days left to get the bundle. It's over Sunday night, February 12th at 11:59 p.m. PST. So you don't have very much time left to go grab it. If you wanted to support us, this is a great way to do so. And you're also supporting yourself by adding more deliciousness to your life. So again, this recipe I will be posting in my app. I'll be adding this to my meal planning app. The app is really cool. It's a web-based meal planning app. It's only $5 a month, and you're billed quarterly or yearly, whichever one you want to do. If you do yearly, you get 2 months free every year. So there's that. But I'm going to be adding this recipe to that app, so you could add it to your meal plan. I'm also going to add it to YouTube, so you can follow along on YouTube if you want to make it. And yeah. Watermelon Lime is saying, been enjoying many raw and cooked recipes from the bundle. That's awesome. The bundle is low fat focused and it's whole food focused. So there's not like junk food stuff or whatever. It's a health bundle. So low fat, whole food, plant-based, high raw. There's some all raw stuff in there, but it's really meant to be focused on health. And we have 13 doctors, plant-based doctors who have joined this bundle. Dr. McDougall is in it. Dr. Furman is in it. Dr. Vanessa Mendez, she's plant-based gut doc. She's in it. Dr. Colin Zhu, which I just did a live with this morning. I'm going to be posting that to my YouTube channel. He's in it as well. He has his Thrive Challenge, and he has another contribution in it as well. So there's so much. There's, again, like I said, 12 doctors who've joined us in this bundle. So if you want to learn from them, please go grab the bundle, enjoy all the contents. You have 1 year to download everything, and then once it's downloaded, you can access the files for unlimited until you delete them. I recommend backing them up so you have a backup of the files just in case something happens to your device. Google Drive is a great option, or Dropbox, but yeah, so we're gonna go enjoy this salad. And like I said, we're gonna add it to a bigger bowl so we can mix it. And we're gonna pour the rest of the dressing over top and enjoy this for lunch. So watch for this recipe on YouTube as well as in the app. For those of you who have the app, I'll be adding this one for March 1st. And if you wanna get the app is www.rawfoodromance.com. That's all it is. And if you want to log into the app, just go to that website, log in, and every week it creates a 5-day meal plan for you based off the recipes in the app. There's about 175 recipes in the app. So you get 5-day meal plan, and based on the recipes that the app selects for you, it generates a grocery list. So you can buy everything for the recipes and then just follow the recipes every day. And they're fairly easy recipes. I try to keep the app recipes super simple. So it's just like salads, smoothies, maybe some soups, like really easy stuff. I try to keep it as easy as possible so that you can enjoy more raw foods and try to start planning your meals more. You can also add day 6 and 7 if you want. We didn't have that as an automatic meal plan because it's hard to buy food for 7 days. So we had it set at 5, but you can add day 6 and 7 if you want. Just select recipes out of the recipe box and add them to the days. It has macro counting too. So for each recipe, there's macro breakdown like protein, fat, carbs, and calories. So if you want to see that, you can also click on it and see all of the details for that as well. And it does it for the day. So based on your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it has macros for the day and total calories for the day. It's a really cool app. Karen is saying, love the recipes on your app. Thank you so much. Yeah, every month I add new recipes, so there's always something new coming to the app. I try to add 6, 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners. So I add those. Gonna try the app now. Awesome. Yeah, the app is $5 a month or $50 a year if you pay yearly. The monthly is charged quarterly, so you pay 3 months at a time. So it's like $14.99 every 3 months to use the app, which ends up being $5 a month-ish. But yeah, we're gonna add this to March to the recipes, but it'll also, like I said, be on YouTube. So if you guys want to grab the bundle again before we go, the link is in the chat or in my bio, or send me a DM if they don't work, and I will send you a link to go grab the bundle so you can support us and you can support yourself by enjoying plenty of more raw food. So thank you again for joining. we're gonna go eat this. It's gonna be delicious. And until the next video, you guys, I'll be live after lunch so we can chat and answer more questions. Mwah. Until then, fruit on.